Hey champ, I want to talk to you about few things that I wish I knew when I started back real estate investing and how it's going to help you. Okay. First of all, let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an immigrant, a refugee to America that was lucky enough to turn $100 into 3 successful businesses for 14 plus years of ownership, debt-free, without stinky bankers. So what I'm going to share with you should definitely help you out, since I've been an entrepreneur since 1999, never had a job. The number one thing, of course, is leads. That's the most important thing. But I already knew that, but I want to share that with you. So I want to say that is number 0, because that's a given. If you've been watching me since 2013, you know that leads is the most important thing. But now let's dive into the meat and the potatoes, the ideas that most people are not going to be thinking about. All right. Number 1, I wish that I wasn't so arrogant, because at the time that I got into real estate investing was 2006. The crash, 2006 fourth quarter, the crash was right about to start. At that time, I owned a moving company for about 6-7 years, and that moving company was making me multi-millions of dollars. I started with $100 with that company, living out of my car out of college. So I was very arrogant, because that moving company led into 2 other businesses, and I was making good amount of money. So when I was generating so much leads, I was only cherry picking the best of the best to buy for myself, and the rest of the leads I would trash. And I can swear this on my kids, guys, that I was generating so much leads, okay? Not only through my free guerrilla marketing that you guys can download at my course at myrealestatedojo.com, or you can join my academy, but I was also spending so much money in marketing to generate leads. And in my office, you know, I had wall to wall leads on the floor and a stack as big as this, right? And you know, and I was only buying a few properties, okay, out of that, which means that I was very picky. And you know, and the catch was that I was trashing the other leads, because I knew what wholesaling was, even though I had just started, but I thought I was too good for that. I thought, man, I'm a buy and hold guy. Hey, I have 3 businesses. I'm making a lot of money. Why should I even go wholesale deals? And when I reflect back at it, if I would have just wholesaled 50% of those deals, I would have had another company, because I was generating so much leads, and we're in the typhoon of the real estate meltdown back in 2006, 2007, 2008. So point number 1 is that my ego got in my way. Now, I've seen a lot of students that I coach, their egos get in their way too. And so I'm not going to get into that. It could be different shapes or fashion. But for me, it was arrogance. It was, you know, just being an idiot, right? Thinking, you know, I'm making too much money. I don't need to make more money. Even though that, you know, I had success in buying rental properties subject to in the economic crash. I had success buying houses at deep discounts. I could wholesale a whole lot of deals, but I didn't, because my strategy was buy and hold guy. Okay, so that was my mistake. Now, another thing I want to share with you, another idea that I want to share with you is, I wish I knew this before, was not to want so much, right? Because more is not best. This is something that I came to realize after, you know, creating 3 successful businesses and then not being happy, right? Just not being happy for whatever reasons. If I bought a nice car, I would be happy. If you know, if I didn't, I would only be happy for a couple of days, then, you know, a couple of weeks. If I bought a new property, I would be happy for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and then, you know, again, I would feel like I need more. I need to conquer another mountain. So it was a constant black hole of consumption, or where I didn't consume, but I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be on the top. I wanted to get more accumulations. And so the point is that, you know, once I got my first rental property, I wanted the second. After I got the second, I wanted the third. After the third, I wanted the fourth. After the fourth, I wanted the 5. And it was just never ending. And Now that I reflect back, you know, I would have been totally happy with just 2 rental properties or 3 rental properties. Okay, that was enough. You know, getting more took more of my life energy. You know, it took more resources, it took more headaches, more evictions, and saying that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the business. But you know, I didn't need that so many, right? 3 would have been a perfect number for me, considering that I didn't have any credit card debt. My business was paid in full. I didn't owe anyone any money, and the loans that I got from these homes were not even under my own name. They were under the seller. So the seller just became my private bank, and that's what I teach you guys, okay? I teach you how to do all that stuff at myrealestatedojo.com in my academy. So my second regret, you know, or I don't want to say regret, something that I wish I would have known before, is that I wish I knew that I don't need that much. Like today, you know, I'm a minimalist. I got few shirts, few pants. You guys see me, same clothes, multiple videos. You know, if you go back 7 years from now, you can see how I used to wear suits. I used to have my hair cut all the time. You know, just constant. You know, and now I feel secure in myself. And before, even though I look like a shining diamond, I wasn't secure in myself, right? You know, because if I didn't win, if I wasn't number 1, if I didn't push everyone out, for me to become number 1, I wasn't feeling good. That's kind of sad and sorry to say, but I feel like that's the culture that we're in, that we want to win and we want to be number 1, and what that means is everyone else has to get pushed down for me to be number 1. And I didn't want to participate into that structure of society like that anymore. So you know, that's why I really created my channel back in 2013, is just to give back, because I knew that made me happy. And as time goes by, I've even dedicated my whole life to just helping you guys with ideas that I've came up with, because I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years, guys, if not since high school. Today I'm 42. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you could click the like button, it does help out the algorithm from my family to your family. Thank you so much. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you had for dinner, what your goals and ambitions are. I love to read it. I do this thing for you guys. And remember, you're powerful, you're beautiful, you're courageous, you're kind, you're giving. You can do anything. You're doing it. You're your dreams. Don't take no for an answer. Peace, man.